Good morning. Welcome back. I have the impression, based on my trip outside, that people are going to be trickling in over the course of the next half hour or so, so I want to welcome you back. We listened carefully last evening, and later on we'll have one of the staff come back and talk to you right after lunch, perhaps just before, about some of the modifications we've made for the questions to be addressed in the breakout sessions this afternoon. But by listening, I don't mean that we've just added questions and context. We've also looked to see how we can expand the time that you'll have available, because a lot of people said they wanted to have more time in the groups. So we're going to expand that by at least 30 minutes in the schedule, so you'll have that. We still look forward to valuing the opportunity to bring you back together as a group and to get some comments out of the participants in terms of how the group experience went and what are some of the key themes and ideas that emerged there. And just to give you a hint, I think it might be a good idea for those of you to kind of, as you listen, to think about what is the thing that stands out in your mind that you hadn't heard before. Is it a fact, a statistic, a perspective, some new thing that you've picked up that you can honestly say, gee, my own mind got expanded as a result of my participation here today. Our focus today is obviously a little different than it was before. We're going to look at the tools for ecosystem services evaluation. And ultimately, as you hear those presentations, we'll want you to keep a keen eye not merely about the numbers and data and sources and methods of gathering that information, but ultimately its usefulness in communicating to decision makers and citizens and various audiences that we have to address about the value of these services, how these statistics and this information can best be shaped in order to provide the broadest public appeal and understanding, particularly among those who make decisions about its usefulness and ultimately about how the services will be modified, which speaks to the second theme in our work today, and that is managing the urban forest, basically what we do as a result of what we know that'll protect and enhance and ultimately improve the infrastructure on the ground in the urban forest. In order to kick us off this morning, we obviously have assembled our panel here this morning, so I'm going to turn it over to one of our steering committee members, Dr. Marie O'Neill, as our moderator for this session.